بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. معكم مستر حسين شريف. Today, General Revision Part 1. We take some questions like complete. Question number 1. Space is the charge transferred by constant current of 1 ampere in 1 second. Volume is the charge transferred by constant current of 1 ampere in 1 second. Question number 2. At the beginning of the chemical reaction, the concentration of reactants is space percent, and the concentration of products is space percent. At the beginning of a chemical reaction, the concentration of reactants is 100%, and the concentration of products is 0%. Okay. Question number 3. When the secretion of the growth hormone decreases in childhood, man suffers from. When the secretion of the growth hormone decreases in childhood, man suffers from dwarfism. Question number 4. The ability to roll the tongue is one of the space traits in the human being. The ability to roll the tongue is one of the dominant traits in the human being. Question number 5. Space is one of the radioactive elements, and the amount of the absorbed nuclear radiation measuring unit is the space. Uranium is one of the radioactive elements. Okay. Any radioactive elements. Okay. Uranium, zirconium, any radioactive element. Okay. And the amount of the absorbed nuclear radiation measuring unit is the sievert. Question number 6. Joule per coulomb is the measuring unit of space, while Joule per coulomb dot ampere is the measuring unit of space. Joule per coulomb is the measuring unit of potential difference. Okay. Joule, measuring unit of work. Coulomb, the measuring unit of the amount of charge. Okay. So Joule per coulomb is the measuring unit of potential difference, while Joule per coulomb dot ampere is the measuring unit of space. طبعا electric resistance. Joule per coulomb dot ampere is the measuring unit of electric resistance. Okay. Joule per coulomb, measuring unit of potential difference. Okay. Question number 7. The space is used to measure the electric resistance. The ohm meter is used to measure the electric resistance. Question number 8. When the amount of glucose sugar decreases in blood, pancreas secretes space hormone. When the amount of glucose sugar decreases in blood, okay, pancreas secretes glucagon hormone to increase the amount of glucose sugar in blood to reach a normal level. Okay. Question number 9. Thyroxine is a space that regulates food assimilation in your body. Thyroxine is a hormone that regulates food assimilation in your body. Question number 10. Space hormone is secreted when the percentage of glucose sugar increases in the blood. Okay, when the amount of glucose sugar decreases in blood, the pancreas secretes glucagon hormone. Okay, while space hormone is secreted when the percentage of glucose sugar increases in the blood. Insulin hormone is secreted when the percentage of glucose sugar increases in the blood. Another question, choose question number 1. The radioactivity phenomenon was discovered by the scientist. Letter A, Ohm. Letter B, Becquerel. Letter C, Ampere. Letter D, Volt. The radioactive phenomenon was discovered by the scientist Becquerel, French scientist. Question number 2. Cosmic radiation is from space sources of radiation pollution. Letter A, natural. Letter B, artificial. Letter C, industrial. Letter D, no correct answer. Cosmic radiation is from natural sources of radiation pollution. Question number 3. Public should not be exposed to radiation in amounts more than space millisievert per year. Public should be exposed to radiation in amounts more than letter A, 1 millisievert, letter B, 5 millisievert per year, letter C, 15 millisievert per year, letter D, 20 millisievert per year. Public should not be exposed to radiation in amounts more than 1 millisievert per year. Question number 4. Space is a non-radioactive element. Non-radioactive element. Letter A, radium. Letter B, uranium. Letter C, zirconium. Letter D, calcium. Calcium is a non-radioactive element. Question number 5. Choose the following reaction is space 2Na, NO 3, heat to reduce to NaNO2 plus O2 evolve. Letter A, simple substitution. Letter B, double substitution. Letter C, thermal decomposition. Letter D, neutralization. The following reaction is thermal decomposition to NaNO3 decomposed by heat into 2NaNO2 plus O2 evolved. Question number 6. The airbag contains the sodium space substance sulfate, letter A, letter B, acid, letter C, oxide, letter D, carbonate. The airbag contains the sodium acid substances. Another question, choose the odd word. Question number 1. An electric current of constant intensity and direction can be transferred for long distances, produced from dry cell, used in electroplating. Can be transferred for long distance alternative current. Okay. Question number 2. Voltmeter, dry cell, battery, electric generator. Voltmeter. Those dry cell, battery, electric generator produce electric current. Okay. By voltmeter measure potential difference and electromotive force for battery. Question number 3. Alternating electric current, direct electric current used in electroplating can be transferred for short distance. Alternating electric current. Another question, correct the underlined word. Question number 1. Dwarfism disease results from decrease of secretion in the thyroxine hormone. Dwarfism disease results from decrease of secretion in the growth hormone. Question number 2. Hormones are secreted in the body by some organs called pancreas. Hormones are secreted in the body by some organs called endocrine glands. Question number 3. Glucagon hormone promotes the growth of endometrium. Progesterone hormone promotes the growth of endometrium. Question number 4. The magnesium element shares in composing of thyroxine hormone. The iodine element shares in composing of thyroxine hormone. Question number 5. Mendel chose 5 traits in bee plant to conduct his experiments. Mendel chose 7 traits in bee plant to conduct his experiments. Question number 6. The traits that are not transmitted from one generation to another are called somatic traits. The traits that are not transmitted from one generation to another are called acquired traits. Question number 7. From the recessive traits in the bee plant is the swollen bud shape. From the recessive traits in the bee plants is the sinuous bud shape. Question number 8. Mendel removed the seed from flowers of bee plants to prevent the self-pollination. Mendel removed the stamens from flowers of bee plant to prevent the self-pollination. Calculate the quantity of electricity that flows in a wire when an electric current of intensity 15 ampere passes for 6 minutes through this wire or conductor. Read the quantity of electricity or amount of charge that flow in a wire when an electric current of intensity 15 ampere passes for 6 minutes, okay, through this wire or conductor. Quantity of electricity Q equal I electric current intensity times T or time equal 15 electric current intensity times 6 minutes. We convert 6 minutes into seconds. Okay, so 6 times 60. Okay, 15 times 6 times 60 equal 5,400 coulomb. Another question, write the scientific term arrangement of elements in descending order according to their chemical activity. Chemical activity series. Question number 2. A chemical reaction in which one element replaces another element that is less active. Simple substitution. Question number 3. A chemical reaction in which two compounds exchange radicals to form two new compounds. Double substitution. Question number 4. Mendel removed it from the flowers of bee plants to prevent the self-pollination. Stamens. Question number 5. Gland is located in the front surface of the neck on both sides of the trachea, thyroid gland. Question number 6. A chemical process in which an atom of an element gains one or more electrons during a chemical reduction process. Question number 7. A substance that loses one or more electrons during a chemical reaction. Substance that loses, not process. A substance, okay? A reducing agent, okay? Number 8. A substance that eliminates oxygen or gives hydrogen during a chemical reaction. Reducing agent. Question number 9. The traits that are not transmitted from one generation to another. Acquired traits. Question number 10. The hormone which stimulates body's organs to respond to emergencies like fear, anger, and emotion. Adrenaline hormone. Another question, what happens when write the reaction equation if possible? Question number 1. A group of similar electric cells are connected in series related to related to electromotive force. The total of electromotive force increases equal N times E1, where N number of dry cells, okay, and E1 electromotive force of one of them. Question number 2. A group of similar electric cells are connected in parallel related to electromotive force. The total electromotive force decreases and electromotive force equal electromotive force of one of them. Question number 3. Place a very small piece of sodium in water. Sodium substitutes hydrogen of water, forming sodium hydroxide, and hydrogen gas evolves. 2Na plus 2H2O produce 2NaOH plus H2 hydrogen gas evolves, plus heat. Question number 4. Place a piece of magnesium in a copper sulfate solution. Magnesium substitutes copper in copper sulfate solution. A reddish brown copper precipitate in test tube, and the solution turns to colorless solution or a solution of magnesium sulfate. Magnesium Mg plus copper sulfate CuSO4, its color blue, reduce MgSO4 magnesium sulfate, colorless, plus Cu copper precipitate. Question number 5. When adrenaline hormone is secreted in a very little amount, the body's organs don't respond properly to emergencies. Question number 6. the deficiency of thyroxine hormone secretion. The human will suffer from simple waiting. Question number 7, adding sodium hydroxide solution to copper sulfate solution. Disappearance of the blue color copper sulfate solution and formation a blue color precipitate of copper hydroxide. 2NaOH, sodium hydroxide colorless solution, plus copper sulfate, CuSO4, blue color solution, produce Na2SO4 sodium sulfate colorless solution, plus CuOH by 2 copper hydroxide blue color precipitate. Which number 8, replacing iron filling with a piece of iron of the same mass when reacting with dilute hydrochloric acid. By decreasing the surface area exposed to reaction, the reaction becomes slower and the amount of evolved H2 gas or hydrogen gas in unit time will decrease. Give reasons for question number 1. The voltmeter is connected across the two poles of a battery. The voltmeter is connected across the two poles of battery to measure the electromotive force of the battery. Question number 2 is reason for when two conductors have the same potential or connected, no electric current passes because there is no potential difference between them, or potential difference equal 0. Question number 3, Mendel removed the stamens of pea plant flower before the answer becomes mature. Mendel removed the stamens of pea plant flowers before the answer becomes mature to prevent self-pollination. Question number 4, Mendel covered the stigmas of the pestils of pea flowers during studying the red-tree traits to prevent cross-pollination. Question number 5, some persons have enlarged thyroid gland due to decrease or increase in the secretion of the thyroxine hormone. Okay. Question number 6, some people suffer from simple goiter due to decrease in the secretion of thyroxine hormone. Question number 7, the secretion of glucagon hormone increases when the percentage of glucose sugar decreases in blood. To convert the glycogen stored inside it into glucose sugar. Write the equation for the passage of hydrogen gas over hot copper oxide. Then answer the following. Its equation: hydrogen K is oxidized and act as reducing agent, while copper oxide is reduced and act as oxidizing agent. Okay. Number 1, hydrogen is oxidized and act as reducing agent. Number two, copper oxide is reduced and act as oxidizing agent. Explain on the basis of genetic principle the result of self-pollination in bee plants of hybrid red flower, showing the genetic structure of parents and the produced individuals, giving that the dominant traits are capital and the recessive traits are small. Parent are capital, are small, matching our cross are capital, are small, gametes or gametes are capital, are small, are capital, are small. After mating or cross, are capital with R capital produce genetic structure R capital R capital with R small R capital R small R small with R capital produce R capital R small R small with R small produce R small R small. The ratio three red flowers, three red flower ratio to one white flower. Its genetic structure are small, because it is recessive trait. In the following figure, number one, calculate the ammeter reading. Number two, calculate the value of work done to transfer a charge of 100 coulomb. Solution A energy equal E electromotive force in series connection plus electromotive force in parallel connection equal E series 3 plus 3 plus electromotive force parallel, okay, equal 4 volt plus 4 equal 10 volts. Electric current intensity equal potential difference divided electric resistance equal 10 divided 4 equal to 0.5 ampere. The work done equal potential difference times amount of charge equal 10 times 100 equal 1000 جول. كده نكون وصلنا لنهاية حصة اليوم. أتمنى نكون فهمنا ونتقابل على خير إن شاء الله في الجزء الثاني من General Revision. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.